ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Illustrated Go Live. And today we're talking about a very naughty topic.
Yes, we're talking about a very, very hot topic. We're talking about fake it till you make it.
So there's a lot coming down today, so you better stick around and join us. This is Illustrated Go Live. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this afternoon, and we're here at a very cozy nook here at the Dusit Thani Hotel in Sheikh Zayed Road in Dubai. Ali, what's this place called?
We are a Nippon Bottle Company. If you have time and you haven't checked them out already, please go visit their Facebook or Instagram pages. It's at Nippon Bottle Company.
It's sort of a secret space, but not so secret.
Not so secret, since we're revealing it today.
It's hiding behind the bookcase on the lobby of the Dusit. So it's a really nice place, and we're very happy to be here. I'm Elaine Benitez, editor-in-chief of Illustrado magazine, and with me,
I am Ali Villerosa. I'm the features editor of Illustrado magazine.
And thank you very much to our sponsors today who have made the show possible: Liali Jewelry, the Dusit Thani Hotel Dubai, Bat Spa University, as well as Giver, your friendly marketplace for sharing, and of course,
our venue sponsor, Nippon Bottle Company.
Today's woman wears Liali.
Need something? Don't buy, get it free instead. Welcome to Giver. Everything is free, just pay delivery. Have useful stuff gathering dust in your closet? Don't trash it, give it away. Just good old giving and taking, made easy for you. That's good for the heart, and good for the planet. Giver, your friendly marketplace for sharing. Give and take for a better world.
Joined us, let us know that you're there. Type in hello, say hi to
us.
Tell us where you are, participate in the discussion, and
Yes.
even more incentive for you to participate, because we have a very exciting contest today. I'm lost for words.
Very, very exciting contest for today. And since we are talking about fake it till you make it, we want you to share your own fake it till you make it story for a chance to win Friday brunch for two here at Dusit Thani Dubai.
Yeah. So confess Spill your guts, guys. It's
Come
okay.
forward.
It's okay. Come forward. Come through. Tell us your fake it till you make it story. And yeah, what an exciting topic today,
It's
Ali.
when it's very exciting because when we posted the topic a few days ago, some people have participated already.
They were already reacting, and I just wanted to read one of the reactions from our good friend Dong Nokondimal in Dubai. He said, with so much disposable income and easy cash or credit available, some call it a lifestyle change.
We don't need to drop names.
Lifestyle change.
No name droppings
So,
today.
really, I think faking it is such a broad topic because there are really minor ways of faking it. I don't know, fake your age. You know, I'm 18 years old, even if I'm, I don't know, 50, 60 years old. Or, you know, you can fake something really serious like documents, things in business. So we're gonna talk about a whole range of, you know, faking it aspects. But, you
It's
know,
not always bad, right?
that's a good point. I think essentially, like most of the things in this world, there's always a bad side and there's always a good side, right?
And we've got a lot of stories about that and in many different spectrums.
And confessions from people, including the two of us. So you're
Yes, we're going to be
something.
confessing something to
Exactly.
you guys later on.
So probably one example of faking it in a bad way. I don't know if you're familiar with Vice. I've seen these two episodes on YouTube. You know, it's about it's from Uba Butler, and there was one story where he managed to fake himself out of obscurity. He used you know, a brand that you would buy, a brand of jeans that you would buy in on the street in London. Georgia Gaviani, right?
Yes, I've seen this one. And we actually did a photo shoot for it.
He faked his way to the top of Fashion Week. He garnered entry into the most fabulous events. He was partying with Alexa Chung, and it's all made up. It's all hyped up. And then in another Vice video, what Uba did was that he faked a restaurant, okay, at the backyard of his house, and they made it to TripAdvisor #1.
Oh, wow.
Just by hyping it, just by talking to PR people, just by, you know, putting fake reviews, and then people started putting fake reviews because they wanted to feel like they belonged.
There's also another video in I think it's
Yeah.
also in Paris Fashion Week, or I think it's in New York
Yeah.
Fashion Week, where this blogger went around asking, oh, what can you say about the design of this designer who did not had a show in the Fashion Week?
Yeah, and then
And
they would
everyone's
answer,
like,
you
oh,
know,
it's amazing,
fabulous.
I love it, I would wear that. So it's really, like, again, the hype of it.
I think really seriously, guys, you probably know somebody in your circle who's like this. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it's just out there. And I think it's a sign that in today's world, social acceptance is so necessary, or so it's such a big pressure on people that to feel like they belong, they have to fake certain things, right?
Speaking of pressure, later on we're going to be talking to our counselor and psychiatrist.
Right,
We
yeah.
have a guest. We're going to be talking about depression. So you guys have to stick around with us and watch the entire show because this is a very meaty edition.
So it's not just about faking it lightweight or faking your accent or faking that you're fabulous, but we're also talking about some really substantial things that everybody can benefit from.
But before we proceed, I want to say hi to our viewers. Saying hi to Ian Guerrero, Red Valeroso Benitez, Blasila Peralta, Kathleen Mendez, Gina Valbuena, Jonas Ignacio, Luchi Sagita, Nathaniel Alapride, and Janice Ponce de Leon. Hi to you guys. Thank you so much for joining
us. Yeah,
in.
don't forget, share your fake it till you make it story for a chance to win two Friday brunch seats from the Dubai, from Dusit Thani Hotel in Dubai. And yeah, we have some confessions, Alwi.
I know you guys have been waiting for it. So the first ones to come forward, we're going to be playing a video. This is a confession.
On our Usapang Ilustrado, we have a couple of guys making confessions today, so please watch.
Fake it till you make it. Faking it doesn't mean tricking other people to get what you want, but tricking yourself in a positive way every day and in every situation to improve yourself. If you want people to see you as a high-value person, dress how you want to be seen, speak how you want to be heard, walk with confidence and power, respect others how you want to be respected, project or act how you want to be perceived. Faking it is about improving yourself and pushing yourself to be more confident. So faking it till you make it, or better yet, fake it till you become it. Thank you.
The moment I joined our fashion school graduation fashion show, it was so horrifying to be with those young fashion designers of the generation because all of us were eyeing for the Designer of the Year trophy and other special awards. So I was then composing myself, imitating that I have this confidence and competence in me while I am in the runway show. So for God's sweetest blessing, I was awarded as the best in garment construction, and I bagged the title of the Designer of the Year award among all 28 young competitive fashion designers all over the Philippines.
So I moved to Dubai when I was 19 years old, and at 19 you don't really have a lot of experiences, so I had to I'm not gonna call it lying, I'll say embellishing. Oops. So I had to embellish my CV a lot, but thankfully, as soon as I got all of real experiences, I was able to remove all of the bogus companies and replace them with actual work experience. So yeah. Sorry.
Hi everyone, so the question is, what did I fake and then I made it? Thank you for the question, Illustrata team. So I faked positivity after a breakup, or in a week after the breakup, I began professing my daily gratitude. I made a list of 10 things I need to accomplish every day. I kept on showing up at events with a smile. I did a hair makeover, I created a motivational playlist, I created new memories with new people, and of course I wrote a motivational book for abused women. So a month after that, I did a rite passage for myself, and I felt stronger knowing that the past is over. And that every single day, I vowed to myself that yes, I can do this, I'm still here, and I'm going to get even better. That's all. Thank you.
Wow. Confessions,
Right?
Ellie. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for participating and, putting your heart out there. And I like what they were talking about.
Yes.
Which goes to show you that faking it is not all bad. At least that type of positive faking, putting your best foot forward, like Ingrid Ariado was talking about. And
even Danabel Gutierrez,
Yeah,
who is
Danabel.
also watching today. Hi.
I like how she put it, embellishing.
It's like-
We like that. I think in our language we call it marketing, right? Marketing communications, market
Make them
yourself.
believe.
But I think there's nothing wrong with embellishing as long as you can support what you claim. Some people enhance their CVs and that's okay, as long as you can support what you claim. Because if you put there, for example, that you're a doctor and you're not a doctor,
Yeah.
that's something else. Or
And I think people are waiting for our confessions as well, because we
So
told them that we're going to be confessing.
what do you have to confess?
I think mine is very funny. I just remembered because last week I had a conversation with my friend. Was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
When Yahoo Messenger closed down.
All right.
And then I
Wow,
remember.
so retro, Yahoo Messenger.
I remember when I was like 14 and 15, I would log
Which
in.
was yesterday. Okay.
I would log in and chat with people, and then people would be like ASL, like age, sex, and location, and be like, oh, I'm 22, I'm from this country, and
Okay.
this, and then like you meet a lot of people. I think that's like my
So faking your age.
faking my age in Yahoo Messenger,
Making yourself older.
ASL.
How sad for you.
ASL.
You had to make yourself older. Come on. But
What about you?
No, you had another confession that you were telling me about
Yes.
in Manila that you
in
had
Manila,
to do. Yeah.
because you know how in Manila when you call restaurants and they wouldn't really accommodate you, so sometimes you have to put on an extra Maarte accent,
Really?
or like full on English
Like how?
accent.
Please give us an
I
example.
can't. I don't want people.
So, is-
may bashers na.
If this is the regular accent, what is the Manila accent?
You just have to you have to not roll the R.
Like how?
Like parang.
Parang.
Like parang.
Gano. So that's how you were faking it.
Yes, so
Ako,
you
I
get
have
a table in the
confession, yeah.
reservation.
Pag you say parang,
Yeah.
okay. Right. Yeah. I fake some of the stuff that I've gone through also. You know, when people look at me these days, they think I'm very chatty and, you know, I'm quite confident. I'm always out there. But they don't realize how shy I used to be when I was younger. So I started my job, you know, in one of the hotels here in Dubai as a guest and public relations trainee. And I was 20 at that time. I used to go to the office every day wearing my mom's suits because all I had was, you know, college outfits, right? And here's the thing, I had to sit in the coffee shop with all of the managers and have lunch with them, which used to freak me out so much. So what I used to do is I would bring a sandwich and I would eat in the hotel toilet.
Ooh.
Yeah, but in fairness, the toilet was nice. So
It's a hotel.
you all know who you are out there. There are a lot of people out there who love nice hotel toilets. So yeah, I used to eat my sandwich inside the hotel toilet because I couldn't bring myself to, you know, to face the people. I just felt so insecure and inadequate. I didn't have anything to contribute to the conversation. So that's me faking it.
But it's, again, it's not always about faking it, but you actually try to make yourself better.
I
Until you
think
can
so,
actually
yeah.
step out there and say hi to the world. Hello world, look at me now.
Exactly, putting your best foot forward. We have another good example of an opinion on faking it, but before that, I think we have to make some greetings.
Saying hi to Ann Liagas, Jay Redual, Marlon Malinaw
from Kuwait. Hi, Kuwait.
Johnny Jose from Golf News, who's also watching. Hello to Chai Ragas, Ron Awa. Gui Soriano is also watching. Marcos de la Peña, Ed Lasquita
From the Philippines. From
Danabel
Davao,
is watching. Eric Minyoza, Leslie Ann Fiestan.
From Saudi Arabia, yeah.
Ellanie Villena. And
Ron
Awa.
Yeah, Chai Ragas made a comment that my hair makes me look younger. So Chai, this is how I fake it.
And yeah, for you guys who are watching today, I wanted to mention again that we are giving away Friday brunch for two. We're going to be announcing the winners at the end of the show. All you have to do is share your own fake it till you make it story. Make it good, come forward, and you get a chance to win Friday brunch for two here in Dusit Thani, Dubai.
What if they want to share somebody else's faking it story? Pwede ba yun?
Just don't name drop. We're not gonna mention the names live.
You can share that too. And we promised you another positive look on faking it. This time it's from Joseph Alcantara, one of our contributors to Illustrado. Let's listen to him.
In today's world, we live in a very competitive global environment. And I think it is our task to stand out and differentiate ourselves so that we can reach our dreams and aspirations. But for sure, along the way, we'll face tons of roadblocks. But for me, we need to understand them. We need to embrace them and learn from them. Because in the long run, these will be our foundation. Instead of faking it, instead of doing shortcuts, if we understood the difficulties before, then we would have the ammunition to face the problems or to face the questions that will come our way. And I think the other dimension to it is that the change in mindset is not faking it. Mindset within the context of turning problems into solutions or challenges into opportunities and difficulties into success stories. I think in a more practical sense, say for example, in our work environment, if we will not be portraying our best self or showcasing our best strengths, our best skills, our best competencies, or our best output, then people won't look at us as a good leader or as a good employee. And also in life in general, like for example, there would be bad days for sure. And I think it's fine for us to feel the pain, to feel the challenge, and to accept the fact that there's something wrong. But I think the magic there is how to turn the negatives into a positive outlook. How we can manifest our can-do attitude, how to have that solutions-orientated kind of mindset, and how we can shift from a victim mentality to a success story. And for me, if we'll be able to achieve that, we're not faking it, but we're just being true to our DNA as Filipinos of being very positive, of being very resilient, and always aiming to become the best versions of ourselves and to become the best story that we can showcase to the world.
so we're going to be talking about now Pinoys who are making such a big difference in the workplace.
Filipino
and
achievers.
Filipino achievers, and we're so lucky right now because we're at the point that Filipinos can occupy all sorts of different fields, various fields, and different stages in the career ladder, and we're very, very proud of these people.
Yeah, you know us here in Ilustrado, we always champion the Filipino talent. So if you know anyone also, please do let us know and share your story with us.
Exactly. And by the way, before we go to our first It's What I Do subject, Joseph Alcantara, thank you very much for sending in your opinion on the topic. And Joseph is a marketing professional, and he's also a very good blogger, so people can follow him. You're gonna see a lot of him in Ilustrado in the future.
Very insightful, because I know that Joseph Alcantara is a very, very well-traveled person.
Exactly, and
so he's seen a lot of cultures and people. He's met a lot of people from across the world.
Again, emphasizing the importance of putting your best foot forward, even if you feel uncertain, even if you're a little bit, lacking in confidence. Always put your best foot forward out there. Yeah? And we'll go to our first It's What I Do subject. He's a chef in India.
Hello to all Filipinos out there. This is Chef Augusto Cabrera, corporate chef, managing partner, and master sous chef of Town Restaurant, New Delhi, India. A piece of advice for a successful career is to never stop learning. Always give yourself a reason to improve, and don't be afraid to take the risk. Always remember this: there is no shortcut to success. Thank you, Ilustrados, for featuring my short story, and God bless everyone.
And also, continuing our It's What I Do, let's present one lady who's doing a very interesting job. Her name is Ellanie Villena, and she works for the Pakistani Business Council.
This is
based in Dubai, and
Dubai,
she's the only Filipino working for the Pakistan Business Council. And it's great because a Pinay is heading so much initiatives for the Pakistani business community. She was also very successful in putting together a summit for entrepreneurs in Karachi. They've invited business councils from different countries here in Dubai, and they've done a conference there. So kudos to you, Ellanie Villena, who's an office manager there at the PBC, also PBC, so Pakistan Business Council.
And it also proves how Filipinos can work with any nationalities. Like the work ethics of Filipinos, very, very hardworking. And kudos to you again, Elaine.
Yeah, and then we have Jerome Sanchez, who's the marketing manager of Altaaqa. I need to pronounce that correctly. It's Altaaqa with a double A, yeah?
Yeah.
Altaaqa Global, which is Caterpillar Global Power Projects. They are a partner in providing and managing multi-megawatt power plants in emerging regions all over the world. So,
these three today that we're featuring, very, very different field of work.
Exactly, but very global, representing the Filipinos in a very good way out there. So if you guys have any friends or know of anybody that we should be talking about in the show, just send the information to us, and we'll be more than happy to include them in It's What I Do.
And before we welcome our guest on the show,
very exciting.
I'd like to say hi again to our viewers. Saying hi to Chris Macapagal, Emil Parcia, Casey Esguerra. Chris and Casey are from Abu Dhabi.
Hello, Abu Dhabi.
Because our next guest is also from Abu Dhabi. Ace Reyes is also watching. RG from Doha, Qatar is watching, and Jorel Ariola, who's also based in Abu Dhabi. Wow, we have a lot of Abu Dhabi supporters today. And if you just tuned in, we are giving away a Friday brunch for two, care of Dusit Thani Dubai. All you have to do is put a comment in the comment section and tell us a story of tell us a fake it till you make it story.
Yeah, whether it's your story or somebody else's story. I think I'd like to hear about other people's story also. That's me being nosy, but come on, we're in a speakeasy. We're at the Nippon Bottle Co here at the Dusit Thani Hotel, so you can also speak easy, right?
Yes.
Share that with us. And now we're going to be bringing in our special guest.
We're very excited.
He's not only one of the most fabulous designers out there, who's brought himself from nothing, from nowhere, to a brand name. But I think we're very lucky to call him a friend, and
Yes.
and we love him because he's one of the most authentic people you'll ever meet out there, and he's not afraid to talk about his truths, and that's why we thought he would be a good example to present to you today about faking it till you make it. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Yen AB.
Yay!
I feel like there should be some music when you
Hey,
enter.
hey. Okay.
So before we talk about your interesting story, tell us about your new atelier in Abu Dhabi that's going to be opening soon.
No, actually, I already joined.
Okay.
It's Yen Couture.
All right.
And then I'm now in cooperation with Ethereal Photography Studio in Abu Dhabi, which
Okay.
is the premier bridal photography in Abu Dhabi.
All right.
So we partnered together, and hopefully there's going to be a launch this coming September. But we already soft launched and everything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see a lot of beautiful photos, a lot of shoots coming in.
Yes.
I saw the
Exactly.
interior. It's very, very nice.
Yeah.
There's like every wall is so different.
Exactly, because it's an art studio, so we welcome artists, painters, sculptors,
Oh,
and
wow.
also
It's a different approach.
it
Huh?
is a very different approach. It's showcasing talented people from the UAE.
All right.
Not only Emiratis, but even expats like us.
Super.
Yes.
How can people reach you? Where do they go? What's your address? Can they just walk in? Can they just visit you, or they have to make an appointment?
They have to make an appointment. They have to
Okay.
go to Marks and Spencer in Abu Dhabi.
All right.
It's in the main city,
Okay.
and then when they go to Marks and Spencer Mall, it's just on the left side. They will see Ethereal Photography and Art Production,
Okay.
and then they will look for Yen, and then
Okay.
book an appointment. Then that's
And
it.
then get some fabulosity there, yeah.
Exactly,
So there you
exactly.
go, guys. Don't forget, if you're needing some fabulous fashion out there, couture. We've done a lot of work with Yen in the past. You can see his beautiful fashion editorials on Illustrado's website and here on our Facebook page. Of course, our magazines in the past. And we're looking forward to seeing you in our couture issue in September, Yen. Yeah.
Hopefully very soon, very soon,
Very soon. Let's
Yes.
just
Yan, do you want to say hi to your fans from Abu Dhabi?
I want to say hi to Abu Dhabi, hi to everyone.
How
That's
about
it.
your haters?
Ooh, hello haters! Keep on hating.
This is gonna be fun.
Right. But listen, see, when we were thinking about this topic, Yen, I thought about you first because I remember the time that I interviewed you, and you were so fearless, telling me that you were once homeless.
Yes.
You came from nowhere, and if not for the goodness of some people, you wouldn't be here where you are today. So tell us about that.
So we're now in Sheikh Zayed Road, right? And that's Jumeirah over there. I used to sleep there.
What?
I know, yes, I used to be homeless, penniless, and
my-
I think during that time I was what do you call this? I was financially illiterate. So way back in the Philippines, you could just hang out with friends,
I know.
sleep in their houses, no big deal. It's a totally different ball game here in
Of
the
course,
UAE.
yeah.
Once you're a foreigner, it's you for yourself only. So what you have to do is take care of yourself first. But I didn't have that concept before. I didn't have that concept of, just hang out, chill, until I just wake up, one day that everybody turned their back on me. Like, ooh, I'm
And
alone.
it's very strange because you're a very well-educated person. Tell us, no, you were supposed to be a doctor, right?
Yes. I'm a graduate of nuclear medicine, and then after practicing it here for about a year and a half, I opted to change my career. But I was still in the crossroads there. I don't know what to do with my life. What do you call this? I was driven to a career where my family was pointing me to go to.
Okay.
I didn't have the career that I really wanted. I really needed. Like in my core, it was just like
My
a
gosh,
dictation
that's
from
so
the family.
far. Nuclear medicine, fashion?
Yes.
I know.
But Yen is
Right?
very, very successful. I mean, your brand reached LA.
Yes,
You
reached
did
LA.
the TED Talk
Yes, in the UK, yes.
in the UK.
Amazing.
I did. I opened in Bloomingdale's and then in Tokyo, and then what do you call this?
The A-listers are wearing your clothes.
Yes. So the question is,
How
did you have to fake it at some point?
Ooh, I remember. I don't know if you remember The Associate. It's a movie by Whoopi Goldberg that she used to pretend to be a guy because nobody will talk to her because number one, she's a woman, and then she's colored. So she has to pretend by the help of her friends, who's a makeup artist, has to pretend that she's a white guy just to make it, just to
Okay.
prove her talent.
So what's your version of that?
Actually, my version of that is, I'm not saying faking it. I think I would say that I was inviting the energy. I was putting my mindset on it that I'm gonna achieve this. Before London, I broke the international scene through London Fashion Week. So before London, maybe a few months before that, I had a photo shoot and I was saying, no, this will be featured in London. It's a mindset. I even posted it on Facebook. Yeah, in London, very soon. Like from out of nowhere. It's just like
Attracting all the
Exactly. It's
energy
the power
in
of
the
positive
universe
thinking.
talking.
Yeah, the
Positive
power of
thinking.
positive. I'm just putting out there. I'm claiming it. I have it. It's like even before, even when I was homeless, I'm like, I don't care if I don't have food now or tomorrow because I know in the future I can make it.
All
I
right.
always have that calm inside my core.
It's
you know
all
that
about the
I'm.
mindset.
Yes,
Yeah.
even though that I'm homeless, I don't have any food. I
So
have that inside my
you
core.
didn't feel poor. You didn't feel dejected. Did you feel like that, or
I think
how did you
poor
get
is
out
a
of
very
that?
strong word because poor could be what do you call this? Poor could be subjective. I mean, being poor is not the reason to be unhappy.
But did you pity yourself like during that time?
I pity myself. I think when I know nothing to eat already. But on the bright side, I was losing weight then. So I'm like, whoa.
Like positivity
Yeah,
pa
I
din.
know.
Then still positive.
I'm like walking in Jumeirah Beach there, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so hungry, but ooh,
But you see,
I'm the bomb, I'm thin.
Look at all the carbs I'm losing.
this is why we love you, because there are very few people I can imagine talking about their past like this. Because most people are more comfortable covering up and saying, no, everything was okay. Maybe it was average, but it was never that bad.
No, you have to own your truth. To people out there, you have to own your truth because owning your truth, and that's like knowing your core. And when you know your core, then you have nothing else. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't have to explain yourself all the time. So what do you call this? Going back to faking it. So as I've told you a while ago, that for me, I think it was claiming it for me,
Okay.
attracting that energy, claiming it that I have it until I finally got it.
Right. I think let's pause there for a while. You're going to do some greetings. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have some nice people tuning in. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, Madam Yasmin Balahadia Cortez is watching. Hi.
Hi.
Saying hello to Jose Romel, Mary Ann Bayangos, Babette Vasquez.
Oh, that's my childhood friend. Hi, Bang. Imagine, blast from the past.
Blast from the past and saying hi
Yes,
as well
I was
to,
a child before. I once was a child, yeah.
hello to Edan Agarao, Sienna Cortez Ado, Ana Mariel Papa Demalsa Buena. Oh my god, ang pangmayaman kasi yung name.
Wow, buena suerte. Buenas na suerte pa. Wow.
Demalsa Buena Suerte.
Cool.
What a nice name. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, this is Illustrado Go Live. We're talking about faking it till you make it. In Yen's case, it's attracting it.
Yes, claiming it.
Claiming it till
Owning
you
it.
make it. Owning it, right. You belong to a world where there is so much fakery. If I may, I'm not trying to offend, our friends in the fashion industry, and we belong there just
Yeah.
like, a lot of people. There's a lot of pressure to show up in a certain way. The designer bags, the persona, the success, the bling bling. How did you deal with that?
I think on my part, I think it's not because I think the core of that issue is the sense of belongingness. And for me, as I've said, I know my core, so I don't need anybody to to justify or to stamp that I belong. I belong to myself. So I'm not really the party animal. I'm not really the party scene kind of person, as you guys know. So I just had to work, and then that's it. I find
And play video games.
yeah, I know. Oh God.
Because I think
Video
Yen,
games.
Yen
Oh, the
is
VR
very
right now is coming
comfortable
out.
with himself as well.
Yeah. But what would be your advice to people who are starting out, especially in the fashion industry? If they're feeling insecure, if they feel that they're not adequate, if they feel less than others, or if they feel that pressure
I think
to belong.
I
to
think
this
again
clique, yeah.
I think I will go back then again to the person's score. In Desiderata it says do not compare yourself to others because you'll become vain and bitter, because there's always people who are better and lesser than yourself.
Oh,
So
I love
what?
that.
Yeah. So for me, it's just proving yourself and doing what you love. You don't need the approval of anybody. As
Don't
an artist,
seek validation from other people.
Exactly, that's the right adjective. Validation from other people, because validation should come from yourself. It's nice sometimes. No, it's normal sometimes to doubt yourself, when, especially when you're making a collection with this click like that. You know, it's a forecast, so it's just normal to be a little bit insecure with the work, a little. You know, you question yourself, but not to the point that what you lose yourself by questioning yourself. Oh, I need to belong to this group to be it. You know, it doesn't work that way. You know, at the end of the day, it's still a money's ball game. You need to do a proper business, make sure that the business is earning, you know, and generate funds, and of course to help us and of course our family back home. That's the main. That's the main thing. You don't need those restaurants and those bags. Help your mom and your dad way back home.
But how do I look important then, Yen? If I have
I
nothing.
like that question. How
do
do
I
I look
look
important?
important, right? Because some people gotta have things to look important, and it's probably most important in your industry. How do I look important?
Actually, I don't know how to answer that question, because for me, my work will justify that I am important. Not what I have right now, not the rollies, not the hat and everything. It's just part of the facade and everything, just for the impact purposes. But I know some people, they have to get loans just to get this and
I
to be
know,
like
I
that,
know.
you know, just to
I
be
know.
this, that, and this and that. So, what do you call this? I want to give an example, like in Abu Dhabi, a normal. I will not say that, maybe a normal Indian guy, you know, who's got the salary of, let's say, 10,000 dirhams. You know, after 6, 7, 8 months, they will have their own small business already. They have this
Yeah.
entrepreneur mindset, you know.
Yeah, they are.
You know,
yeah.
after
they are
after
very entrepreneurial. But Filipinos, kasi
no,
we
we need
like
to
to
have the bag, we need to travel, and
the
everything.
huge TV,
The
we
huge
like to have all the
TV.
gadgets.
When I'm taking the metro, and even if it's not sweldo day, like I see Filipinos with shopping bags, I was like, how can they
Yeah.
afford that? Like I
And-
feel so.
And then our counterparts from the subcontinent, they're building businesses back home, which is just a shame. Just because we want to look like something. You know, we want to look important. I just wanted to mention that before, you know, one of our friends, again in the fashion industry, he whispered to me and he said, you know, we organized a meeting for the designers before, and he said to me, alam mo, pag uma-attend kami ng mga events, talaga pagpasok pa lang daw nila sa pinto, talagang tinitignan na sila ng mula ulo hanggang paa. You know, in all of these fashion events. That's why he said he felt the need that he should be like that too. So, give the advice to the people, Yen. I mean, tell them how they should conduct themselves.
I mean, once you go to an event and they know that you're a fashion designer, automatically they look to you from head to foot. That's just normal. But again, in my case, I have my work to back me up. You know, what do you call this? It's my work that says I am important. I don't need.
I love
If,
that.
Yes.
if those people who are attending the shows would look at you, it's just 5 seconds, 6 seconds. What's that for? It's nothing.
Well, of course, there's another story that you might be carrying the bag, but you don't really look good, or you don't really look decent, or
Yes.
Yeah.
you know. So it's not about the bag, or it's not about the Rolex or anything.
Because it's about the appeal. It's about the, what do you call this? It's all about the impact on the people and stuff like that. But look at one of the biggest brands, Patek Philippe. They refuse to use celebrities as endorsers because they have their products to speak for themselves. Imagine that. Still the biggest, the strongest Swiss watch brand in the world.
So apply the same thinking to yourself.
For me, yes.
And
Yes.
and it's not always about what you're wearing and like how you look like, because some people, even if they are wearing the most simple things, the most
Yes.
simple outfit, they have the command because
Yes.
they live like within themselves.
The
like,
truth, they live the truth.
Yeah.
Exactly. Look at Comme des Garçons designer. You know, what do you call this? She doesn't need to be, you know, very outrageous
Yeah,
because the
that's
collection
true.
itself,
Extra.
you know,
Yeah.
so the work itself talks for the design.
So it's all about the power in you. It's all about your real talent. It's all about your truths, and nothing else really matters, does it?
And
Exactly.
And yeah, sorry, I had to cut you. Just inviting you guys to join the conversation. Again, we are giving away a brunch for two here at Dusit Thani Dubai. If you have the chance to win that, just join the conversation. Tell us a story of your own fake it till you make it.
Yeah, and we have some more greetings. We have Marites Manzano from Liali Jewelry. Hi, Marites and Liali. Thank you for always supporting us. We have Dennis Delisay, Faith Rodriguez, the lovely Faith Rodriguez, and the lovely Kathy Rivera, Jimbo Cayetano, Rhea Kritzas, Theo, the sister of Christine Kritzas, who is our guest today. Watch out. We have a very important discussion there. There's Roland Debuque.
Arman Zaris Manapat is also watching. Gino
Sky.
Alducan Ducente.
Oh, Gino Aldocente, all the way from Hong Kong, our
Yes.
fabulous friend. We miss you out here, Gino.
Oh, the makeup artist, right?
Yes, the fabulous.
The fabulous. Yeah, Bel Ramirez is also watching. She says, finally, I made it. Yahoo, more power to Ilustrado team. Lester Aqueza Bernardo and Aing Raga.
Oh, Ellanie Raga, hi!
And hi,
She's one of
guys,
my
yeah.
black ladies in Abu Dhabi.
Thank you for
Married to
joining
Shamsi,
us. Yeah.
yes.
So, any last pieces of advice for our viewers, Yen?
What do you call this? So, I've been homeless, been there, done that. Don't lose hope. Just know exactly what you want, and then know the steps how to achieve it, as I've said before. You know, don't be lazy. Though I am sometimes. Don't work hard, work smart. You know, that's just it. Work smart, and then when in times of insecurities, and when questions they flow around you, just make sure that you know your core, and deep inside that you'll make it. That's just
Exactly.
it.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a great example of letting the truth inspire other people. So
Yes.
thank you very much, Yen, for
Thank you,
for
guys.
joining
Thank you,
us.
thank you
Stick
so much.
around. I know you have
Yeah,
some
Abu
comments.
Dhabi, represent.
He's still here with us. So if you guys have any questions later on, we'll ask Yen to answer them. And speaking from one entrepreneur to another person, we have another person. She's our Pinoy entrepreneur for this episode. And her name is Rebecca Bustamante. Rebecca Bustamante came from being a domestic helper.
Wow.
Now she is a CEO of her own company, and it's a global company which is based in the Philippines, but it's very, very much recognized
Yeah.
because of her CEO, her Asian CEO Summit. So imagine coming from that level of being a domestic helper and wanting so much to succeed, and doing her classes. She went to Open University. She studied
Wow.
whenever she could. She was working in Canada as a housekeeper.
Wow.
And every time she would have free time, she would spend all the money that she's earned on studying and making sure that she improved herself.
Wow.
So the question is, how much do you want it?
How much do you want it? Yeah, and so she really invested on herself, and in the end she ended up putting her own company together, and she's now very well respected, and she's honored so many of the CEOs in the Philippines who are doing a great job promoting the Philippines as a hub for business.
Wow.
So she a very, very inspiring lady. We're gonna put out her story on Illustrado's website, illustradolife.com. Please watch out for that.
Something
And-
to inspire you guys.
Exactly. And right now we're going to take a breather from our talented entrepreneurs. We're going to show you our top talented photographers in Illustrado scrapbook.
And we're back again from in this
Yeah.
special segment of Illustrado magazine.
Yeah.
Illustrado Go Live. We're talking about fake it till you make it.
Yes, and before we go on with our discussion, we're so happy, to be here at Nippon Bottle Company, which is within the Dusit Thani Hotel in Dubai, off Sheikh Zayed Road. Guys, come on over, visit the place. It's really nice. It's a great speakeasy, and we're giving away prizes today. Al, we have.
Yes, and if you haven't already, join the conversation. Tell us your own fake it till make it story for a chance to win a Friday brunch for two, care of Dusit Thani Dubai.
Yeah, so we promised you that we're going to be talking about different types of faking it. And I think one of the things about faking it that has become so prominent, this last year and the last couple of months has something to do with high-profile suicides, across the
True.
globe. Celebrities like Kate Spade and
A lot of personalities.
Anthony Bourdain. Yeah, I just had.
Oh wow! Yes, very, very, very devastating news.
Which I have not recovered from, by the way, because you see these people on TV and they're normal and they look like they're having a fabulous time, and yet they're hurting inside.
Yeah, because I remember writing about an article about Anthony Bourdain, and the insight is very, very good. He's very well traveled. He loved telling
It's
stories.
devastating, yeah.
Not just stories about food, and stories about people too.
Exactly. So we're talking about depression and how people fake it and what they can do to help themselves. So we have a very special guest. She's a counseling psychologist from the LightHouse Arabia Mental Health Center, right? Her name is Christine Kritzas. Hi, Christine. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Lelaine. Hi, Elvie. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah.
It's always difficult to talk about depression because it's such a heavy topic with so much stigma. But we thought, let's be a little bit lighthearted today and put this out in the open and talk about this as casually as we can, right?
Most definitely. I think that it's great to have platforms such as these that are accessible to the broader public to discuss topics as important as depression and other mental health issues at hand. And I think that it just helps to normalize what people are experiencing.
We thought about depression when we were putting together the show plan for Faking It Till You Make It, because so many times people try to cover up their feelings. If they're feeling bad, if they're feeling sad, or they're feeling less than 100%, especially if you have to be successful in the workplace, they tend to cover it up. So I think my first question to you, Christine, is that if I'm a person who feels a little bit sad, or I'm not sure if I'm depressed, how would I know if I'm actually depressed and not just sad?
So I think that is a very important question, Lelaine, because depression wears many different masks. And so people present in different ways. But I think it's important that we understand what it is and what it's not.
Okay.
And so depression is a mood disorder which is characterized by persistently low mood or a loss of interest in pleasurable activities. These are the two hallmark symptoms of depression. However, there are other signs and symptoms which one also needs to be on the lookout for, such as feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, worthlessness, fatigue, lack of motivation, sleeping difficulties, either sleeping too much or too little, eating difficulties, eating too much or too little, thoughts of death, dying or suicide, social withdrawal, isolation. And so there are quite a few symptoms that one would need to take into account to diagnose clinical depression. And I think what's important to understand is that these symptoms need to cause a significant impairment in the person's emotional, social, and occupational functioning. And the symptoms need to be around for more days than not, most of the day that this person is presenting with that depressed mood.
So what you're saying here is that if it's getting in the way of me functioning on a normal level or on a daily basis, then I really need to see somebody, right? I have to talk to somebody like you.
Yes. So you know yourself and you know how you are in general and how you function as a whole. And so if you're starting to notice changes within yourself, and better yet, if you start to notice changes in your loved ones or those around you, it's so important to step forward and to ask, are you doing okay? I can see you're not yourself. I can see you're not yourself anymore. To check in.
That was my next question. What if I have a friend and I have a suspicion, even if she keeps on smiling on a daily basis, but somewhere deep inside me, I feel that there might be something wrong. So how can I identify this?
So you once again know your friend well enough to know that Mary often says yes to social outings. She's always the first to attend, and all of a sudden she is saying no very often. She doesn't want to leave the house. She's looking a bit low. Her energy is off. So if it is that you start suspecting that something is not okay with my friend, don't be quiet. Step up. Pick up that phone and have that conversation, because what people don't realize is that help is often a conversation away. And so a problem shared is a problem halved. And if we can reach out to our loved ones when we're concerned about them, or if we ourselves are concerned that we may be struggling with depression, that we can visit our family doctor. And we could start the conversation there, and your family doctor will be able to put you in touch with the right mental health care professionals, so that you have a team supporting you to assist you with what it is that you're experiencing.
Yeah. That's why I like that we're talking about this topic, because I hope some people realize, and especially we are in another country, so homesickness is there as well. And I hope that some people will realize that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to accept that you are feeling bad and there's help available for you out there.
Most definitely, and I think so many people feel ashamed to speak about the fact that they're struggling. And I think, Alvi, there are 3 reasons for this. The first being stigma, and I think that there is a lot of negativity around the word depression and a lot of negative associations that are attached to the word depression, and so people feel that they will be judged if they come forward and say that they're struggling, and they don't want to seem like they're weak, and so they end up don't seeking help. Okay, that's the one reason. The other reason is the lack of awareness in society, the lack of knowledge around what depression is and what depression isn't. And if we understand that in the UAE alone, research has shown that 5% of the population are struggling with clinical depression.
Oh wow. 5% of the entire
a lot of
UAE
people,
population.
5% of the population. And the World Health Organization has found that depression is one of the leading causes of disability worldwide. All right?
Wow.
So when we understand that it could be your neighbor, it could be your friend, it could be your colleague at work that is struggling with symptoms of depression, then we will understand that it is a common, serious medical illness that affects people's way of feeling, their way of acting, their way of being, impacts
their
on
way
their
of
work,
living.
their way of living, the way they hold relationships with people. It can impact on the quality of relationships they have with people. And if we understand that it is as common as physical illnesses, that we will look at it in a different light. If I were to tell you that disseminated breast cancer is so severe depression is as debilitating as breast cancer. It is as debilitating. It is as debilitating as Alzheimer's. Yet the way we respond to the physical illnesses is, let's get this person the help that they need immediately.
And yet when it's depression, it's something else.
Exactly.
Is it because people don't like to recognize it?
So I think because of the stigma, because of the social comparison theory, if we look at social media nowadays, we're constantly comparing ourselves to the likes of others.
Oh, this is the other question I wanted to ask you. Apart from depression, people who put themselves out there, crafting these fabulous lifestyles, and living some other life, can that be dangerous in the long run?
Most definitely, Lelaine, and I'll tell you why. Because it's become a culture of show thyself rather than know thyself. And so people try to put their best foot forward on Instagram and Facebook and all the other social media networks around there. And what starts to happen is that I can't live up to this persona that I've created online when I step out into the real world. I can't carry that Instagram filter with me into the coffee shop.
True.
You know, and I can't be that.
I can Photoshop myself in real life.
There are people who have been doing this who get really affected by the harsh comments that they get. They feel like, oh, I'm not doing well enough. I have to do something else because
or if I didn't get any engagement or likes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Most definitely, and I think that it's become a culture of trying to put our best foot forward, of the fear that we will be judged, of trying to get approval of others, and I feel better about myself and I feel more worthy about myself when I'm getting that like on Facebook or that positive comment on Instagram, and understanding that it's important to live an authentic life and live a life that's in accordance with your values and not a life that's in accordance with the values of society or how I should be, but how I choose to be. And if I'm living a true life, as the gentleman before me mentioned, the fashion designer, that if I'm living a life in accordance with who I really am, that I won't have that pressure because I don't need to be anybody else but me.
yeah, but I think though there is a thin line that I hope that you can help us with, because on the other hand there's the positive faking it that we were talking about earlier, that maybe I'm not so confident but I'm going to put my best foot forward there, or I'm going to attract positivity and I'm going to show that with the way I act, the way I dress myself or whatever. So there's that good side, and then there's this side where your grasp on reality is a little bit altered now. So how do you draw the line? What is the healthy way of enhancing yourself or embellishing yourself, and when does it become dangerous? Where do you draw that line?
So Richard Branson often shares pearls of wisdom with us, and one of his quotes is as follows: if somebody asks you to do something and you don't know how to do it, say yes and then figure it out afterwards. So the whole idea of fake it till you make it has got the healthy side to it. And that's the side where I have more of a growth mindset. I'm going to try and improve. I don't have all the skills right now, or I don't have all the knowledge yet.
I'm going to try to make myself better.
I don't have all the knowledge yet, but I really want this job. And so I'm going to go out and I'm going to graft and I'm going to hustle, like you're saying, and I'm going to fake it till I make it, because I believe that this is something that I want to do. And so if it is aligned with who you are, and just to trust your gut, I think your gut will always back you. So if the feeling is one of excitement, yet I'm feeling a bit scared, go for it. But if the feeling is one that you are feeling insecure, you are feeling agitated, you are feeling irritable, you are feeling like this isn't really what I should be doing, I know that there's something off here, I'm not living in accordance with my values and who I am,
and you're waiting people to validate you for your happiness,
then you need to stop and go back to the drawing board.
Super. I mean, that's really an eye opener, and I think I hope a lot of you are listening right now and learning from all this important information we're getting from Christine Kritzas, who's a counseling psychologist at LightHouse Arabia. Christine, before we go for a break, please tell us what the center does and how people can benefit from this.
So the LightHouse is a mental health and wellness center, providing psychological services and psychiatric care to individuals across the lifespan. Our international team of psychologists and psychiatrists have been trained abroad and come with a diverse skill set and treatment and services that we offer to not only children but adults as well as couples and families. And we offer a broad range of services, and we are also home to the Raimi Grief Center, which is that we offer free grief services to people who've experienced a loss,
as well as so important, right?
As well as support groups for people who've experienced loss.
Okay.
And then we've also recently launched Mental Health First Aid, which is a training that we've brought over from Australia. It's an evidence-based 12-hour course that we offer to adults. So if it is that you as an adult want to become more equipped and skilled in detecting whether or not a loved one may be developing an emerging mental illness or they may be in crisis, that you then have the skills to be able to approach them, to have a conversation with them, to listen non-judgmentally, to be able to give support and information, and to encourage that they seek professional support. So you yourself can become a mental health first aider.
That's excellent. That's very helpful. Yeah.
Because there are stages of like dealing with grief, right? Like I learned this from my friend. It's called DABDA, like the denial, anger, depression, bargaining, and the other one. Acceptance. Of course, acceptance comes at the last, because you have to accept things, which helps a person really deal with like grief and depression and sadness. Because again, guys, this is a very, very serious topic. It's a serious matter that we all need to talk about.
Yeah, so I think in that case, the advice is not to fake it. The advice is to talk to somebody, talk to an expert. And I think I'd like to repeat that LightHouse Arabia is giving a free grief support service. So if you have experienced any loss, if you're suffering from anything, please talk to these people. Christine, how can they reach you?
They can reach us via our website.
Okay.
They can reach us via Instagram, Facebook.
All right.
If they want to email us, they can email us at info@lighthousearabia.com. So they're welcome to reach us on either of those platforms.
All right. So thank you
again,
very much.
I think the email is www.thelighthousearabia.ae.
LightHouseArabia.com.
Yes.
.com. So thank you, Christine, for sharing your knowledge with us and for joining the show today.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, guys. That was our session on psychology, and the lesson here being, if you're hurting inside, you think you might be depressed, the lesson here is not to fake it. Go talk to an expert or at least talk to a friend, and that might lead to a solution later on.
Because seeking help is okay. It's okay to ask for help.
Definitely. This is something that you should not fake. Thank you very much, Christine.
Only a pleasure.
And then on to the lighter side of things, we have a beauty blogger who's going to be talking about natural beauty or natural looking makeup.
Natural looking makeup. We have Janina Vela from the Philippines. She is a beauty guru and also a singer. And we have one special video from her. And watch this.
Hey, Janina here. So I posted this photo on my Instagram and I got a lot of comments asking me to do a no makeup tutorial. So I decided to show you guys my go-to makeup on the daily. It's super fresh and just young and age appropriate and simple, and that's why I like it. So let's get started.
To start off, I will be using my go-to or my current go-to primer, which is the Benefit Cosmetics Professional. So now that my skin is primed and ready for foundation, I will be applying my L'Oreal Infallible one, and this foundation is perfect for people with oily skin because it does have like a really smooth and really matte finish. It's also really great for people with blemishes and things like that because it has a medium to high coverage, and it's also very, very buildable. Honestly, you guys, this is probably the best foundation that I've tried ever. Then I'm using the pressed powder from the same Infallible line to set, for now, just my under eyes. With my Etude House Perfect Brow Kit and in the darkest shade, I'll be simply doing my brows. I start by lining the bottom of my brows. Then I'll continue by lining the tops of my brows and of course filling in any sparse areas. For me, that's the end of my brows, so I'm just filling those in. Then when I've achieved the shape that I want, I will go ahead and fill in my entire eyebrow and of course bring my eyebrows a little bit closer to each other because that does make my forehead and of course my nose look a little bit smaller. Then gotta blend it all in to make sure that it still looks really natural. To tint the brows a bit and set them all in place, I will be using my Gimme Brow by Benefit Cosmetics. I brush my hairs upward and then outward to give my brows that natural kind of bushy feel. And of course, curling my lashes is a must for me. CoverGirl's Clump Crusher, yes, we are bringing it back. I will not be zigzagging my way through today though. I want it again to look as natural as possible. Another must, we will be contouring with my Maybelline V-Face Duo Stick. I'll just be drawing lines along my jawline. That's not my jawline, Julia. Get yourself together. My cheekbones and my temples. And of course, yes, my jawline. Oh yeah, my nose bridge. Anyway, I'll be taking my beauty blender, the same beauty blender from before, and just blending everything in, making sure that there are no harsh lines, because that is not at all what we want. To bring back the life in my cheeks, I'll be using my Benefit Cosmetics Benetint, and this has been my absolute favorite for many years. Anyway, I'm just dotting that all over my cheeks and blending that in. We're using the Happy Skin Highlighter Cheek Stick because we don't want to look too matte, because that's not natural at all. We're just putting that in usual places and then setting everything in with the same powder from a while ago with a big fluffy brush. To finish off, I'm adding a bit of my L'Oreal lipstick.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to see more of me. And if you guys want to get kind of updated on my day-to-day life, you guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All the links are like somewhere around the screen. Anyway, I will see you guys later, and may the wings of your eyeliner always be even. Bye!
And again, that is Janina Vela, our beauty guru and also a singer from the Philippines. If you haven't already, please follow her on Instagram for more beauty tutorials, and also she has a really great voice. If you want to listen to her covers, just visit her YouTube channel. There are a lot of things to learn about there. And also, saying hello to our Instagrammers, we featured today Mike Alvarez, taken by Javen Tabernilia, Jean Marie, and Aaron La Forteza. So yeah, if you're seeking for inspiration and things, good things on Instagram about photography, fashion, food photography, and a lot of other things, go visit their Instagram pages.
Yeah, and we have some greetings before we introduce our next guest for today. So Kabayan Bluebird is watching. Hi there, Bluebird. Angel Villar de Jesus, the fabulous Angel. Mar de la Cruz, Samira Quintanilla, hi there. Tin Lam, Bobby Caparas, La Perlas Bemon, Joseph Alcantara, hi Joseph. Romel Balahadia, Resti Lagar in Kuwait, hello Resti. And Siren Alcuino Napoles. Somebody was saying that I look good daw, Al.
Yes.
Well,
What's
guys,
the secret?
Gotcha. That's how I fake it. Faking it.
Ingrid
thank you,
also
guys.
from Niche Models is also watching. Hi Ingrid.
So yeah, thank you for joining us. And yeah, right next to me right now is the dashing Jagbir just wrote.
The dashing.
The dashing, right. Everybody's faking it today.
Where were you so far? I mean, I needed you guys here.
So get with the program. Everybody's faking it today, right? So
do you have a fake it till I make it story that you want to share with us today?
At Dusit Thani here, we're very real.
oh yeah, that's
Very
very
real.
good answer. It's
you
a
know-
very well crafted marketing answer. So we have to thank Daniel Ruth Palang for that. So
we believe in genuine service.
excellent.
Authenticity.
Yes. Authenticity.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
Jagbir here is in charge of F&B here at the Dusit Thani Hotel. Can you please tell us what's going on with the hotel? I know that you have some stuff that are exciting coming up ahead.
First of all, hi everyone. Welcome to Dusit Thani Dubai and to this hidden gem Nippon Bottle Company. Warm, cozy, exciting place for your after-work drink with colleagues, a casual night out with your mates, or when you're celebrating a success after you faked it. Not. Well, we're not judgmental here, so everyone is welcome.
Just come over, yeah?
Yes, yes, just come over. So we have very lot of exciting things going on with our F&B at the moment. We are coming up with this new exciting space on our 24th
Yeah, I
floor.
heard something new is coming.
Yes, yes. So it's a street food mecca. and it's a street food concept at the 24th Street.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love street food.
So what type
Me
of
too.
cuisines? I suppose is it going to be Pan Asian or?
So we will cover 4 major cuisines from the Asian continent: Indian, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean.
Wow, yum.
So when you
Yum.
say street food, all these cuisines come to my mind.
Is it gonna
So-
be like a proper street food experience, or is it gonna be like a gourmet street food experience?
No, so as I said, I mean, we don't believe in faking it here, so we want to keep it authentic, we want to keep it real. The design element and the service flow and the concept will be to introduce the real, authentic street food from these countries in our food and beverage offering.
Yeah. So food on sticks,
Yeah.
eating with your
Yes,
hands.
yes.
Wow.
This is in 24th Street, opening
24th Street,
in
opening in
September.
October.
October. Sorry.
October.
I'm feeling very bad because I have to buy new clothes again. This is really, it's amazing. But we're very excited about that.
Likewise,
And
yes.
I think the service here in the Dusit is always going to be legendary, and that's why we love this hotel.
Well, we take a lot of pride in our authenticity and our Thai heritage, the graciousness and the hospitality which Thai culture is known for. That's what we believe in, and that's what we offer here to all our guests.
All right.
And I guess that's why people like
Yeah.
coming again and again to our establishment.
Yeah. Apart from the restaurant opening, any things are ongoing during the weekend? You still
Sure.
have your brunch? Yeah.
There are a lot of exciting promotions going on. We have a number of venues. We have a very exciting Friday brunch, so come and check it out, please. From 12:30 to 4 p.m. every Friday. We have Nippon Bottle. We have a lot of promotions going on in Nippon Bottle Company as well. Well, I have to be mindful of some of the words which I can use online, but check it out, please. Check out our websites and or social media handles, and you'll get all the information there. We have a jazz night in.
Oh wow! Really?
Jazz night.
Very popular
Okay,
jazz night
great.
at Jones the Grocer.
The jazz night is on what night of the
So
weekend?
it's every Wednesday from 7:30 to 10:30, and our jazz duo, the performers, are amazing.
Super.
So a lot of exciting things going on.
So just come on over here at the Dusit Thani Hotel.
Yes.
Whether for after office drinks or for a brunch, and let's wait. We're excited to see what you have for street food coming up.
We're excited to.
And I'd like to take this opportunity, since we're talking about brunch, we are giving away free brunch for two, Friday brunch for two,
Yay.
care of Dusit Thani Dubai, and we have the winner. I hope you are
Okay.
watching.
Drum roll.
Our drum roll. I'm gonna share our winners fake it till make it story. It's in 2010 I resigned from work and told my boss that I was going abroad to support my family. But the truth is I just wanted to run away from a failed relationship.
Oh.
I don't know if
Like from a heartbreak. And this story, our winner for the Friday brunch for two, at least now, I hope you have
I hope your heart is not
your
broken
heart is
anymore.
not broken anymore. Please enjoy your brunch for two. Our winner is Janice Ponce de Leon.
Janice Ponce de Leon.
So congratulations!
I'll personally come and see you because that story is very, very exciting, and
Really?
I cannot miss meeting.
Make sure she's not heartbroken anymore. Yeah?
Yes.
But thank you very
Lot
much,
of
Jud
compliments.
Beer. It was fun having you today, and thank you, Dusit, for having us. Special thanks to Danelle Root Palang for having us also here, for hosting our live stream today.
Thank you for being here, and before I go, just a shout out to the Filipino community in Dubai. In our hotel, Danelle, as you said, a success story. When it comes to
Definitely.
Filipino community, we have a lot of people from the community working in our hotel. Very hardworking people. I think success of Dubai as a city. As this metropolitan city, Filipinos play such a major role.
Thank you very much.
Dubai won't be Dubai without Filipinos, I feel.
You have just earned 100,000 fans today, my friend.
Yay, feel like a celebrity.
But thank you very much. That was very
Thank you
nice.
for
Thank
coming.
you. And yes, we thank our wonderful sponsors for making today possible again. Liali Jewelry, the Dusit Thani Hotel Dubai, Bat Spa University, Giver, your friendly marketplace for sharing, and of course, our venue, the Nippon Bottle Company.
And also, I want to take this opportunity to make some announcements. Mr. and Miss Philippines Saudi Arabia 2018
Saudi Arabia,
is happening.
wow,
Yes, it is a beauty and personality contest for a cause for the benefit of the neglected street children in the Philippines, and also to support our distressed OFW under our charity mission statement, OFW Damayan, Lumang Damit, Dalata at iba pa.
Okay.
So the pre-pageant and fashion show is happening on the 31st of August, and the final incarnation night is on the 7th of September.
And thank you also to Rian Miranda for participating in today's episode. So yes, let's roll sponsors.
Today's woman wears liali.
Need something? Don't buy, get it free instead. Welcome to Giver. Everything is free, just pay delivery. Have useful stuff gathering dust in your closet? Don't trash it, give it away. Just good old giving and taking, made easy for you. That's good for the heart, and good for the planet. Giver, your friendly marketplace for sharing. Give and take for a better world.
So what an exciting episode today. And Yen, our
Someone's
beloved
back.
Yen. Yeah, someone's back. Yeah. Yen, some final pieces of advice, some final
Your
words from
takeaway
you.
for today.
Takeaway for today.
I think it's the topic is fake it till you make it. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Just again, I'll keep on saying it. Know your truth, because faking it's not a problem if you're faking it, because in this industry, especially in our industry, we need to have that impact. We need to have that look. You know, what do you call it? So there's nothing wrong with faking it, as long as before you sleep at night, you know your truth. Because the moment you believe that faking is your truth, then that leads to depression,
that's
confusion, especially here that we are away from the family. So you tend to cling to other, all those negativities, they come in when you believe that faking it is already your truth. So make sure when you're faking it, this is only faking it, before I sleep, I know my truth, and then I'll make it. Fake it till you make it. So reach to a point wherein you don't have to fake it anymore.
You're made already.
You made it already.
You made it.
Yes.
You are important.
You are important.
So for me naman, may takeaway
You're
for
smart,
today.
you're kind, you're important.
Yes, yes. You is everything.
Yes, Al.
Yeah, my main takeaway today is it's okay to fake it if it is about self-improvement. But remember, authenticity is still very important. It doesn't matter if it's in real life or digital, always be authentic, always tell your story, and that's where you become important. Because people know you are very authentic.
Exactly. Yeah, I think, it's basically the same. Always put your best foot forward, but never forget who you are and the power that you have within you. By the power of grace, Call. It sounds like that, yeah?
Yes.
So you have
the
that
new
power,
Shira in
let
Netflix.
it glow, right?
Yes.
So thank you very much, guys. We enjoyed this session. Thank you for participating with us. We're going to see you in another 2 weeks. So please, stand by for the next topic. It's going to be interesting again. We promise that. And yes, thank you very much for joining.
Or if you want to suggest any topic that you
Yeah,
want us to
we're
talk
open
about,
also,
let
yeah.
us know.
You might want to suggest somebody will grill on the show. We can
Yeah.
do that too, right?
Someone who we can put in the hot seat.
Definitely, we're wide open. So thank you once again to everybody. This is Illustrado Go Live. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.
May studio